Very good morning to everyone. My name is Falman, and today we'll be talking about respiration. Okay, so without wasting any time, let us begin this. So let me ask you a question that what do you understand by respiration? Okay, I can able to see in your face that many of you are going to say yes, breathing is called respiration, right? No. Okay, no. So what respiration is called, that is what we are going to discuss it very deeply. Okay, but I want to make you sure that breathing is not a respiration. Okay, so what is respiration then? Okay, so respiration, so okay, before that, so let me ask you something. So what we are taking in our body, I mean what we are breathing in or what we are inhaling, that is oxygen, right? What we are exhaling, that is carbon dioxide, obviously, right? So this process of inhaling or exhaling, okay, this process of inhaling and exhaling continuously throughout our life, this process is called breathing. Okay, so there is a difference in between breathing and respiration. Okay, breathing, in that we are taking inside our body the oxygen, right? We are breathing into our body the oxygen. So what is the role of oxygen, that is we'll be going to discuss about it. Okay, so that is the breathing. Okay, so what is respiration? Okay, so on the process of breathing, taking breath, okay, or in the process of inhaling oxygen, okay, in the process of inhaling oxygen, this oxygen is used to break down the glucose. Okay, clear? So this oxygen helps in breaking down the glucose. In this case, glucose is broken down. Okay, as a result, the product of this breakdown will be carbon dioxide and energy. Okay, so this energy is nothing but ATP. Okay, so ATP is if you don't know, that is adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so ATP and carbon dioxide, this carbon dioxide is exhaled outside, means I want to say here carbon dioxide is removed outside of a body, right? As we take inhale, or as we inhale, we are taking oxygen into our body. Okay, as we exhale, we are taking carbon dioxide out of our body, right? So this is the process of respiration. Okay, this is the process of respiration. So once again I want to conclude this kind of topic. Okay, once again, okay, what happens during the respiration? Okay, there is a glucose in our body, right? There is a glucose, fine. So as we inhale, we are taking oxygen. Okay, this oxygen will combine to this glucose, and it breaks the glucose into carbon dioxide and ATP. Okay, carbon dioxide is removed out of our body, right? And ATP is the energy which is used by our body. Okay, in various many metabolic activities, this ATP is used in our body. Okay, so this breakdown of glucose in the process of respiration is occurred, or it is done in the cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm of a cell. Okay, where in the cytoplasm? Okay, there is a specialized cell organelle for this respiration. Okay, what is that specialized cell organelle? That is mitochondria. Okay, many of you have already heard about the role of mitochondria, right? So what is the role of mitochondria? The role of mitochondria is to generate energy, right? That is also called as an powerhouse of a cell, right? So this is the reason why that mitochondria is called as a powerhouse of the cell. Okay, so this is the main thing happens in the process of respiration. Okay, so by keeping this in the mind, okay, So now let us divide this respiration. As we know, respiration is of various types. Okay, so let us divide this respiration based on the availability of oxygen. Okay, so let us get into it. Okay, so let us divide this respiration into three forms. Okay, based on the oxygen availability. Okay, in first case, presence of oxygen. In second case, absence of oxygen. In third case, lack of oxygen. Okay, so if respiration occurs with the help of oxygen or in the presence of oxygen, that kind of respiration is called as an aerobic respiration. Okay, so if the respiration occurs in the on absence of oxygen, that is called as an anaerobic respiration. Any doubt? Okay, fine. So I hope you are clear up to this, right? Okay, so basically this kind of respiration occurs in plants and animals. Okay, we know that, right? So this anaerobic kind of respiration occurs in yeast. Okay, yeast. Okay, so now coming to the lack of oxygen case. Okay, here respiration will be occurred, but in that case there will be no oxygen or lack of oxygen. Okay, will this before going to deep discussion about this, I want to give an example of this. Okay, it happens or it occurs in a muscle cells. Okay, so let me get into the product part. Okay, what will be the product after the respiration in these three cases? Okay, what will be the product of it? Okay, let us discuss that. As I have given example first, then now we are going to discuss about the what will be the product in here. Okay, if respiration occur in the presence of O2, then the product will be obviously the product will be ATP plus carbon dioxide. Okay, ATP plus carbon dioxide. If respiration occurs in the absence of oxygen, or this is in the case of anaerobic respiration, what will the product? The product will be ethanol, fine, plus carbon dioxide plus energy, ATP. Okay, this will be the product. If let us take an example. Okay, to explain this I want to take an example and explain you very briefly. Okay, as we know, if respiration occurs in the lack of oxygen, that only happens in the muscle cell. Let us take an example. Okay, if I'll say you guys, okay, if I'll say to one of you guys that just run. If I'll say that just run 100 meters and get back to me. So what you do? You just run, right? You just run. So what will be the changes in your physiology, or what will be the changes in your body? Obviously, after running you will be taking a lot of oxygen, right? You will be breathing fastly. Okay, so why we should breathe fastly at the time? Because more work we have, if we do more work, then we need more energy, right? If we need more energy, then there should be more breakdown of the glucose should be done, right? Okay, see, more work, okay, then we need more energy. Okay, if we need more energy, then more breakdown of glucose. Fine. So if we need to break the glucose in rapid way, then we need lots of oxygen, right? Lots of oxygen to make the process faster, right? We need lots of oxygen. Okay. If I'll say, if I'll say, after getting back to me, okay, again just go and run. That will be like 200 meters again. If I'll if I'll give an order to it, run. In that case, what happens? If respiration occurs in the muscle cells in the lack of oxygen, okay? If respiration occurs, right? If respiration will occur in that case, if in that case there will be no oxygen present in the muscle cell, in that case also energy will be released. Okay, energy will be released. So what will the product in that case? Okay, if respiration will occur on the lack of oxygen, what will the product of that? Okay, ATP will be released. Okay, with that lactic acid will be released. Okay, lactic acid will be released. Okay, so this lactic acid will be accumulated in the cells. Okay, so as the lactic acid will accumulate in the cells, that is the reason where we get cramps. Okay, that is the reason where we get cramps. Okay, so the cramps can be prevented by, or can be cured by taking a hot bath, or by taking or experience a massage or something like that. So it will be cleared out. Okay, so no problem in that. So this was a whole about respiration. Okay, so let me conclude this. Okay, let me conclude this session, what we have discussed. Okay, respiration. Okay, respiration. What is respiration? Respiration is a process in which oxygen binds up with the glucose, or oxygen helps the glucose to break down into carbon dioxide and energy, that is ATP, right? That is the respiration. Okay, so respiration occurs in three ways. Okay, in the presence of oxygen, in the absence of oxygen, in the lack of oxygen. Okay, it occurs only in the muscle cell. Okay, this occurs in the yeast cell. Okay, so presence of oxygen, okay, let me discuss. Okay, respiration is of three types based on the oxygen availability. Okay, respiration is of three types. First is presence of oxygen. Respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen, so that is called as an aerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, what happens? ATP will be generated after breakdown of glucose. ATP will be generated and CO2 will be generated. Okay, so let me say you something. Okay, let me say you something. Glucose is first divided into three molecules: pyruvate, okay, three molecule pyruvate. Then after it will be broken down into three ways in three conditions. Okay, up to pyruvate, that will be a common thing in these three part. Okay, so if in the presence of oxygen, it will be broken down into ATP plus carbon dioxide. In the absence of oxygen, it will be broken down into ethanol and ATP plus carbon dioxide. Okay, and in the lack of oxygen, it will be broken down into ATP and lactic acid. Lactic acid will be the main reason for the cramps in the athletes. Okay, so this was all about the today's discussion. So thank you for watching, thank you for giving your time, and if you really enjoyed this video, so please make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe this channel. Until then, thank you and see you soon. Wow.